What up, though? Let me ask you something. Have you ever been absolutely sure about something only to find out later you were looking at it all wrong? Maybe you thought salt water, for example, would quench your thirst until you drink it. Or you thought the GPS knew the fastest route to get you to your destination until you ended up stuck in a 45-minute detour. That's what a paradigm is, the lens you look through to understand the world. In a paradigm shift, that's when someone hands you a new lens and suddenly everything you thought you knew changes. That's kind of what therapy does as well, right? Teaches you to listen and gain a different perspective on your whole life. So, we're going to show you on how to create that, oh, this changes everything moment in your webinars, the kind that flips a belief on its head and makes your audience lean in and say, okay, tell me more. A paradigm is simply the way you think. Something works. Like, it's your mental model. If I believe the only way to get fit is to run 5 miles a day, that's my paradigm. Kind of how alcohol is sold to the world, right? I need to have this poison when we celebrate, sad, to have fun, whatever. And now that I'm on a sobriety journey, I see things through a totally different lens. So if I believe that webinars only work for big influencers with thousands of followers, that's my paradigm. But the problem? Most paradigms people hold about webinars, business, addiction, and success are dead wrong. And until you change that, they'll never buy from you because their beliefs will keep them stuck in that same mindset. So a paradigm shift happens when you reveal something that makes them realize their limitation is actually their advantage. Jason Fladlien calls it the aha moment. It's not just saying you're wrong, it's showing them a new angle they've never really considered before. So one that instantly makes your solution feel not just possible, but obvious. So let me give you an own example from my own life. So I used to think my value was in the companies I worked for. Like when I spent my 20s and early 30s working with my cousin, Bosh, building a foundation that impacted cities across North America. And so for years, I downplayed that thought. I thought, I don't want to seem like I'm bragging. Who cares about what I did then? I'm not that person anymore. But that was my paradigm, believing that my past accomplishment didn't matter in the present. But here's the shift. Those experiences are my credibility. They're proof I know how to manage projects, connect with communities, build things from the ground up, the grind, the mentality. And once I saw that, I could tell my story differently, not as a highlight reel, but as evidence that I can help coaches, consultants, and creators, CEOs build AI-powered webinars that work even if they feel like they're starting from scratch. Think about it like this. It's like discovering the junk drawer in your kitchen is actually full of tools you've needed and had all along, but just didn't know where to go and look. Or realizing you don't need a bigger boat, you just need to fish in the right pond. So learning that the value pancake is always a little messy, but you can't eat breakfast without making it. You gotta go through these different things and trials and tribulations, because when your audience hears analogies like this, they see the shift, not just hear it, and they feel what you're saying. They empathize, they can relate with you. So you built that know, like, and trust factor. So how do you create a paradigm shift in your webinar? First, let's identify the core false belief. What's the one myth your audience believes that keeps them stuck? For example, webinars only work if you already have a big audience. False belief. Number 2, reframe it into a strength. Show them how what they thought was a weakness is actually to their advantage. For example, no audience means no bad habits. You can use AI to target exactly the right people from day one. And then number 3, use analogies they can't forget. Make it relatable with everyday examples. Like, for example, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? And so it's like opening a Detroit Lions restaurant with the menu designed specifically for those that have all grit, and people are already lining up. What up, though, Detroit, Michigan? But number 4, back it up with proof. Share a case study, a client story, or a journey on your own to reinforce the new belief. So a paradigm shift is more than just teaching. It's giving someone a new way to see themselves and see what's possible. Hey, anything is possible. When you flip that switch in your audience's mind, you move them from skeptic to believer. And once they believe, they're ready to buy, they're to try, and even to take action to follow your lead. So ask yourself, what's that one belief you can flip in your next webinar that would make your audience say, oh, this changes everything? Because that's the moment they decide their future and say, aha, and they decide to do it with you. I can, I will, I shall be victorious. What up, though? Keep going. Download the lessons. Take action. Deuces. Let's go. You're doing great. Keep going.